What is up, Ham Radio? Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November. The Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Your one stop for everything Adventure Radio. It is Shenanigan time. Time to make a little bit of fun and excitement in everybody's life. But before we do that, we're going to thank these guys here because they are absolutely freaking awesome. I'll tell you what, they're gearing up for the second annual Patreon Christmas party right now. And it's funny every year because, the people who want to draw names and nobody knows who got who. I just send them the names because myself and Hayden draws them. And then I get to play Santa Claus for the next 2 weeks because I get, hey, can you find out what size they're wearing? Can you find out what their radio setup is? Can you find it? And it's pretty fun. I get to play Santa Claus, but it's a really, really good time, and I appreciate the Patreons, and we'll have a good time at our Christmas party. And then we're going to thank the YouTube members. I am working on some new benefits for them as we speak. They were invited to participate in the gift drawing, but nobody said anything. But they're also welcome to come over to the Christmas party that night and watch everybody open their gifts and hang out if they want. And then we're going to go to the Adventure Club. And I got a couple of very nice off-stream donations. Bruce pops into the second spot with his off-stream donation. And then this one was really cool. So I actually went on Thanksgiving Day. I went to do a park. And for some reason, the gate was closed where I like to activate it. I don't know why. And I was a little bit mad at it first. And then I went to just go do another park. I said, forget it. And I'm sitting there doing another park, and a white truck pulls in, and I can tell he's watching me, and I don't know why. So then it pulls up beside me. He didn't recognize the vehicle I was in because he's used to me being in my vehicle, and it was Lee, November 8 Lima Hotel, and we talked there for a minute in between band changes, and then he left and came back with a donation. So shout out to him, and that got him into top 10. But I always like to I like it when people show up at the parks and run me down and stuff like that. It's a good time, for good time for the people who think I activate my driveway anyway. Oh, thank you very much, Chris, for the super chat. You enjoy your dinner with your family and bring me and Dan leftovers.
Speaking of playing Santa, I need to know what size underwear Terry wears.
Well, I don't know what size he wears, but I can tell you what size he steals. If that
No, that doesn't help because I didn't draw you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh well, I'll figure it out. I'll just get extra small.
He wears extra small Victoria's Secrets.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Y'all mean.
So guys, what do you think about the hat?
I think it looks like you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, and you're wearing toilet paper on your head.
That does not say Bud Light.
Might as well.
It means the same thing.
No. So I went out to the mailbox the other day. Speaking of this hat, and I got a package from Tall Guy, just totally out of the blue. I was not expecting this, and I'm like, the heck is he sending me something for? I don't remember asking anything. So I open it up and I pull out the ICOM hat. He sent me some ICOM chapstick, which I'm sure James will let you know what that's for in the after chat. Well, in an after chat. Some ICOM hand sanitizer just in case you touch a Yazoo. You can wash it off, which is really nice. A couple of lanyards. Is that right side up? Yeah, a couple of ICOM lanyards. But the funniest thing, there was a note in there, so I opened it up and read the note. It said, "I heard that you needed an ICOM hat." So he put some stuff together, and then he said, "But also included, you'll find some very rare and coveted DX Engineering stickers." So he sent me a sheet of the very rare DX Engineering stickers as well, as if we all don't have thousands of them. So thank you very much, Tall Guy.
Hey, I don't have any, so there you go.
I can see a pallet full.
So I'll tell you, I can't tell you what the chapstick is for on YouTube because I like to stay monetized. But I can tell you that the hand sanitizer is very important for ICOM users because they've got them little girly hands for that little girly mic that ICOM gives you.
It is a small mic, yeah.
And they got to keep them all nice and soft. And yeah,
I have two of them. I couldn't tell you where they are. I mean, I know the one for my 7300 is in my 7300 case, but I don't know where the other one.
But the funny story was, so Dan's lady calls me and tells me, said, I don't know what to do. Said, Dan got this shipment and he put on this hat that said ICOM and said, then he goes into the kitchen sink and he opens up a Bud Light and he's pouring it all over his hand. I said, well, ask him what he's doing. So she goes over to him and she says, Dan, what are you doing? He said, I'm getting my girlfriend drunk. So that ICOM, I can only, you figure out that last word.
Oh, I got you. Shenanigans. That is excellent. I got a couple of new things around. I mean, I got a new 100 amp hour Dodo battery or doo-doo battery. I call them doo-doo. Black Friday sale was pretty good, so we're gonna play with that.
So not only are you wearing doo-doo on your head now, you're powering your batteries with doo-doo.
I got doo-doo over there too. Yeah. Poor old David got one too. Kilo Oscar 4 Golf Alpha Reese Cup, and they come about half charged ish. And I charged mine with a 10 amp charger, so I'm like, yeah, it'll be done, sometime soon. When David first got it, all he had was a 2 amp charger. Try to charge a 100 amp hour battery. 16 days later.
It's gonna take a while.
That is great.
I think you guys should only charge that with solar charging.
Yes, sir. Trickle charging. That's right. Oh my God.
You guys can do the Bailey and Sprott when I'm charged challenge next year.
Yeah.
So you only have to activate 3 times next year.
I told David if he doesn't order me another charger, he can just ship me his battery once a month and I'll charge it for him and send it back.
It would be quicker for him.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh Lordy.
Now
Well,
you need to be careful with those batteries. When you charge them on your vehicle, if you do, just get a DC to DC charger.
Yeah, I got a Victron. DC,
oh yeah,
DC
those are nice.
truck.
I like the Renogy. Those are nice too, and they go up to 40 amps. So if he gets in the car,
the Victron I got the, I want to say the 10 amp version. So to go up to 10 amps, which is fine. I mean,
yeah, better than 2.
It's a lot damn better than 2. You got that right.
I don't really have that much problem charging mine because I charge my battery every evening anyway.
Yeah,
and I'm nowhere near empty when I do that because I've got 60 amp hours. So I just run a 6 amp is what I run. And
yeah,
I don't know.
That's fine. I mean, really, the slower you can charge them, the better for the battery anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, the BMS will protect it anyway, so you can't overamp it.
So
hold my beer.
So I did want to say shout out to Kilo Oscar 4 November Lima. Got him a buck the other day. Got him a deer, and I'm quite thankful for deer season because I was laying in bed last night and my buddy called me. Says I got to go out to Kentucky to help my brother-in-law in the morning. He shot a deer over there on the wildlife management site and said he couldn't find it last night, so he wants me to help track it. And I said, which one? And he told me, and I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, I want to go. So I did get to do a Atno in Kentucky this morning, and
very good.
Had quite the pile up on that sucker. Mike got to play trying to get through it a little bit there. He thought I was deaf or something.
So it was that park.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was an Atno.
Oh, cool.
Just a second,
I didn't think I'd make it.
Let's give Eddie his props here. Here we go. November Lima and his deer. Very nice looking buck there.
And an Atno.
Yeah.
I think we prefer the Atno to the deer, but that's.
I think that means that the king will be getting us some jerky now.
Yes.
That would be swell.
Deer brisket.
That would not be a doo-doo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want no ICOM jerky, Eddie. I want deer jerky.
It's okay. You can have ICOM jerky because I got you.
Yeah, I'm good.
I got you back. You can wash it right
I do
off.
understand why they give hand sanitizer, because if you touch that ICOM, you're going to get all the cooties in the world.
That's right. You'll get all the contacts back to you.
Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming.
Okay. It goes back to getting your girlfriend drunk again, Mike. Just you got to have that.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Those NOCOs, that's what I use, Paul. I got a NOCO, the 10, the Genius says a 4-port 10, and I love the NOCOs. I mean, they're not cheap by any means, but you can beat the crap out of a NOCO charger, and they will keep on working.
That's the kind of stuff that I like to take out in the field, and I joke about the ICOMs. ICOMs are great radios, and if I was a POTA hunter, I wouldn't have a problem with an ICOM radio because they do have a great set of ears on them, and they do have the nice pretty screen to go with their little girly mic. But as far as taking them in the field, they're not as rugged. And I've said it once and I'll say it again, and you can argue what you want. They will not break a pile up like a Yaesu. And I will prove that to anybody who wants to say differently. They can bring their radio, they can hook up the antenna, and they can find a station that they can't seem to get through. And I can hook up my radio to the same antenna and get right through.
Chris said ICOMs are great until the SD card breaks.
We'll put it this way. I have sold 3 7300s from local people here who went out and activated with me.
Oh, yeah.
Like in group situations or something, or field day or something like that. And they're sitting and calling the station. It tickles me because Jason's bad about it. He'll be, hey, he's been over there calling for like 15 minutes for that station. Go get him. So I packed the Yaesu over there. So here, let me take care of this for you. Unscrew that antenna, screw it back in, and throw out, same call because we're using club call, and get right through. And man, to get fired up.
Oh yeah. When it comes to radios, I'm pretty vendor agnostic. I mean, I got just as many ICOMs as I do Yaesus. I only use Yaesu in the field for the most part. Sometimes I'll bring my 7300 out. I got a Xiegu, whatever you want to say. So the only reason I kept the ICOM here in the shack is because I started with ICOM in the shack, and it's just easier for me to maintain that branding, if you will. Because if I go to Yaesu here in the shack, there's a lot of stuff I need to change, my cabling and everything else.
Yeah, they're great hunter radios because
right.
They do have a really nice screen on them. When you're an activator, you don't need a waterfall. You need a
it comes in. Sometimes I wish I had one, especially late shift 40 meters, staying away from those AM broadcasters.
I mean, I've got a waterfall on my DX10. Yeah. It's not as nice screen as an ICOM, but I mean, I can see where everybody's at. That's fine.
As long as you take it off of that 3D SS crap, because I don't like that for some reason. Just give me a flat, normal, your waterfall, not the 3D stuff.
Yeah,
right.
The 3D SS, no, don't like it either.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you very much for the super chat. Got his coin in the mail. That's awesome. I actually have a few coins that need to go out this week. So for people who don't know what he's talking about, got his coin in the mail. That means Mike has made 1,000 contacts with the POTA King and got one of my challenge coins. Woo!
Very nice, very nice. So yeah, I don't know obviously who drew me in the Christmas thing, but if you get me a FTDX10, I mean I wouldn't complain.
I will say an FTDX10 is probably the most amazing Christmas present I've ever got.
Should
I
have
will
kept.
say that. Yeah, well,
I know where they sell them.
I've had the opportunity to use the 7610,
Love it.
which I've had the opportunity to use it, and there are certain things I do like about it because, like, it has LAN built right into it, so you can remote. It does have the IF 10 megahertz, so you can stable your frequency and all that. But I wouldn't trade it for my 101. I've had ICOM. I was looking around thinking, do I have any ICOMs? No.
All right. So to me, because I've used both, the noise reduction is better
Yeah.
on the music.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's
And
better
that
on
VC tune, which you don't have on the DX10, I'm sorry, but the VC tune is,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
The only thing I don't like about my 7610, and that's my workhorse radio. I love my 7610. Don't get me wrong. The only thing I don't like about it is because I came from a 7300. The 7610 does not have a dedicated button for that notch filter. I got to do 2 steps into the menu to get to it. Yeah, and if somebody's beaming my ear with a tune like that, I just want to be able to go on. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
I've had the 7300 and great radio. I mean, it's the best starter radio out there, in my opinion. But I did not enjoy the menus. Don't get me wrong, Yaesu menus aren't the best either, but
the menu system, like the menu system on the DX10 isn't bad. It's not good too. But the menu system on the most popular POTA radio, if I say so myself, the FT891,
is
atrocious.
It is horrible.
But they did the best they could with the screen real estate they have and everything else.
No. There's a certain thing. If you look at the 857, have you ever owned an 857?
No.
Okay. The menu on it was alphabetical. Like, okay, I need HF power, A, B, C, D, H.
That would make
on the 891, it's by grouping and it's not alphabetical. You need to. It's a very steep learning curve on the 891. I'm your huckleberry. So in that aspect, yes, the DX10 is a better radio for menus if you're out in the field. But
now, granted, once you get things set up in your menus on the, I mean, you're not going to go in there all the time and change stuff.
No. But if you ever need to change something on the fly, it's not going to happen. It's going to take a while. Yeah, definitely. So,
but no, every time I meet up with James and we use that blessed DX10 he has, I'm leaning more and more getting one. I might have an 891 for sale here soon, guys.
If anybody's looking for one,
hey, I give you a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper for it.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
I ain't got an 891. I need one because everybody does. Everybody.
You better give me a little more than that.
Everybody talks about Yaesu's menu system being horrible, and I do feel like it stems from the 891 because because I have not owned an 891, but everybody does talk bad about them. But I've had a 991A, I've had the DX10, and the menus on them, they're fine. I mean, I've had no issues with them.
I really don't think, even if I got a DX10, that I would sell my 891 because it's just so much of a perfect radio for what it does. It's light. You could throw it in a backpack and chug it on soda.
I sold my 891 to buy a DX10, and as soon as I got the DX10, I started saving up to buy another 891.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
I have both.
Yeah,
It's an amazing radio, and when you're out there and I have it set up on the car mobile, but a ham comes into the car and I'm like, listen to this. Okay, now listen to it with the DNR, and as soon as you turn that DNR on, they're going out and buying one.
Yeah,
because that's what got me. That's what made me change from Icon. I had the 7300 and I bought my first 891 And I was an ICOM guy. I'll grant you that. I was sold. And as soon as I got that 891 and I turned that DNR, I was like, yes, my
So
7300 is going out the window.
It's
It's
absolutely
gone.
amazing.
It's insane.
So my question is, what was it like going from drinking Bud Light to craft beer, Mike?
I don't drink craft beer. I drink Portuguese beer, and it will kick your ass.
El Birro.
Okay. So what was it like to go from Bud Light to drinking Portuguese beer?
I can't say that on YouTube because I don't want to get you demonetized.
Oh, funny stuff.
But yeah, just like
Yeah.
Curtis saying, the 891 and my ATAs, oh man, it's a match made in heaven. It's amazing. It's
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't miss 80 meters at all. But I can run 40 for sure, no problem.
Sometimes I'll forget that I'm actually going down the road with the ATANs and my 891 that's in the truck. No, and I'll forget what bands it does. And James will spot on like 60 meters, and I'll try to, and I'll hit the tune button, and it'll just sit there and go,
So it only goes up to 40, right?
Yeah, only up to 40.
Yeah. Which made me think about getting a Diamond SD 330 or maybe a Tar Heel, but I'm like, the ease of just pushing that tune button and just and watching that SWR come down it's great.
Does yours always hit it spot on? Mine doesn't. It's a little bit off every time, and I got to bump it.
Nope. Spot on every time. Yep.
Mine's a little bit off every time. I got to bump it.
Could be a grounding problem.
One notch. I doubt that. It's
it's grounded. Now, granted, it could be your doors need to be. Are your doors grounded as well? You got everything.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you need to unground them because my van, I didn't ground any doors or anything.
Dan, I'm willing to help you out. bring your truck up here. It's getting ready to be December, and leave your truck here for the month of December and January.
You work on it for me.
Then I will drive it down to Florida in February, and by then it will have had enough West Virginia salt on it that you'll have that West Virginia rust ground. And
when you come down though, you got to hit 75, not 95, and pick me up.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
He could be onto something with that salt.
I guarantee it, man.
Because I'm seaside, so
yeah. Salt does lower impedance. You're correct.
People talk. I've had countless numbers of emails saying, "How do you ground your Eagle One to your vehicle?" And and I'm like, "I rust."
I rust.
Mine is so well bonded to my vehicle that on the lower bands
coming off.
No, like on the lower bands. No, I mean the ground bonding. For the Eagle One on the lower bands, like 40 and 80, not 40, but 80 and 160, it uses my vehicle as the counterpoise. Mm-hmm. And when you talk into the mic and it modulates, my third brake light pulses with your voice. That's how I know it's working.
Hey, thank you very much for the super chat, James. And I look forward to hearing what goals you have for next year. We actually set a date. Let me find my calendar here. I know it's here somewhere.
I don't know, Paul. I've never put an analyzer on my vehicle. That would be good to know, though.
So, December the 27th will actually be the goals stream for next year. So, I don't know who else coming on. I do know James from the North is coming on. Why can't you find a 7373 super chat? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you should be able to.
Yeah, you can just do the 1999 a couple more times. It'll even out.
Thank you very much, Curtis, for the super chat. Hey, put in the chat how long you're going to be in North Carolina, by the way. Because I'd like to get down there at some point and see you, but I'm not going to swear that it can happen.
He called me on my last activation, and I said, "How you doing there, Kilo Bravo 9, Juliet, Quebec uniform, stroke, whiskey 4?"
It's funny because there is a Kilo Bravo 6
Juliet,
Quebec uniform, And every time I say his call sign back to him, I'm like Kivo Bravo Sixer, Juliet Quebec uniform. Just I'm saying it with what I hear from
I didn't know.
Kurt.
I didn't know that he was in the Carolinas until I don't know, like 2-3 days ago. He got me on an activation, and it was kind of like mid to late afternoon, I think, and come over like 20 over on 40 meters. And I'm like, boy, I hope you're in Carolinas, because if you're in South Dakota right now, I quit.
He gets me from South Dakota too. But yeah, nothing like he gets me in North Carolina. You're right.
He says he'll be there as long as it takes.
As long as it takes. Okay. Well, see, I know I have a Western North Carolina Patreon meetup that I'm scheduling around spring, but I want to get down there to see Kurt before then, because I don't want him to head back and head to South Dakota, because I don't know. I might be. Do I pass through South Dakota to go to Utah?
You can pass through South Dakota going really anywhere if you want to map it out.
Yeah, well, duh. Yeah, I can pass. I can go through South Dakota going to the grocery store, can't I?
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I'm going to run down to the grocery store. I'll be back.
Yeah.
6 weeks from now.
3 weeks later. Kurt says no, you don't. Not true.
No. Okay. I'm really hoping to make Southern Utah happen. That's I'm pretty excited about that. New show happening this year, and I want to make their debut show and see how it turns out. And
so PP Man just sent me a private message, and I can give my response publicly, but I can't tell you what it's in reference to, because it's kind of a secret. PP Man, you're probably wrong. I would not still sell the 890 if that happened. I think I'd keep it no matter what, because it's just such a versatile radio.
I think every station should have a backup radio.
Oh yeah, if you don't,
So
yeah.
And the 7300 would be an amazing backup radio.
Yeah,
for sure.
One is none, right?
Amen.
I felt kind of weird yesterday doing that activation, and all I had was my Zygu, because I did a QRP trial, and it felt weird being so far away from the truck with the Zygu only, having one radio, one battery, one antenna. Well, I had like 3 antennas, wire antennas, but I didn't have that backup close by, and I was like, oh, this feels weird.
Also, thanks to Kurt for the 5 slices of pizza he just bought. He's trying to make that $73 happen.
It was funny yesterday. I went. We had our club had elections, so I went into the club, and I was driving up, and I was thinking, I have the 891 on the mobile. I had a flight case with a DX10 in the back of the van, and I had another flight case with the Zygu 5100 with all the things I need. And I was like, I'm overdoing it. It's time to take some stuff out of the van. But I am thinking about selling my Zygu.
I got a problem with my 6100. I mean, it works. It works fine, except for this one thing: the voice recorder. So I don't have to keep calling CQ. When I record it, it's choppy. But it's not choppy if I just speak into the regular microphone. It's not choppy on the other end. So
is it updated firmware wise?
Yeah, I'm running the latest firmware. I might drop back one revision earlier and see what happens.
That's an idea. Yeah, could be.
Well, I mean, we'll play with it and see.
Yeah.
So Mike, you just got a new set of headphones for your radio. How you liking
them? They're not bad. Here's the deal. Why I got them. You guys remember I went to San Miguel for the I adapted my I use these are my broadcast ones that I use, all right, and I adapted the little face thing
Love it.
It's easy. It's easy. But I love these. These are what NFL broadcasters use for for all their in-game whatever nots.
He's at the 50,
And
the 40, the 30, the 20. He may go all the way.
exactly, these are professional broadcast headsets, and I've been using them with the 101 MP, and I've gotten great audio, everything, no worries. When I went to do that SSB contest in San Miguel, all they use is Heils. Heil Pro Sets this and Heil Pro Sets that, and it's the 6. They don't like the Pro 7s because it's like, and they're painful after an hour. But and
Yeah.
I took my Audio Technica ones, and they're like, "Oh, these are no good. Heils are it, and this and that." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll get some Heil and try them out." But it's like, in my opinion, these are Ferraris. These
Yeah.
are Ferraris.
Hey, thank you,
And
thank you for the
but
super chat, Stephen.
everybody's used to driving that Toyota Camry, and they've gotten so used to the Heil Pro Sets or the it and the it and all of it, and I'm like, they're just, it's they're not bad. I'm gonna stick them in the car to run them with 891, but these are still my go-to shack headsets.
I mean, they sound amazing. I mean, they
So,
sound. I mean, they sound 20 over every time you talk.
It's a dynamic microphone, just the same as the Heil. It's a matter. It's like Yaesu and ICOM, and they're fanboying over the Heils. I got no problem with these. Now, were they cheaper? About the same price, I would say, than the Heils.
so wait, you said that they like the 6s better than the 7s.
Yes, for contest.
And why is this?
Because they're more comfortable. They're not as heavy, and they're not. See what they explained to me, because I've never used the Pro 7s. The Pro 7s, like they'll
they squeeze
stick
your
too
head.
hard, and it's like it's like an airlock thing.
It is.
I
got to say, and after a while, you seen the movie Casino where the dude's head into the vice?
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's what it feels like after a while.
Yeah. Now, granted, I did swap the AirPads that come on these for some softer, spongier ones, and I have a whole set of those, and it makes a difference. You can get velour ones and all this, and are we doing the head thing again? Anyway, just if it's not comfortable enough, just get a different thing. But yeah, there's just, because I do have some airplane ones that are the same thing. They're too tight, and you want something loose and comfortable. If you're going to sit there for 3 hours, 5 hours, not rag chewing, but doing contests or activations, or you don't want something that they come off and it's like your head is 2 inches,
that
squished in.
The default ones for the Pro 7 is that the not
silicone,
but the plastically type, and it makes me sweat around.
Yeah, it also makes you sweat. I heard that when they first used those, the guy said first use this was at the expedition. They would literally, they told me they would stick a pen on the side so it would breathe air.
Yeah.
So do you have 6s too, Dan?
I got the Pro Set 7.
Okay, so you don't have the 7. So
I think. Hold on, I got to go get more hats.
So what is the?
I'll be back.
Did he done hit another one?
Now, they are great. They are great, and you got to give it to them. Heils are made for ham radio by ham radio. There's no denying it. They are amazing. But it's like there are other options. A lot of people swear the SB40s, by what is it? Who makes the SB40s? Some brand. They'll swear by them, but the Heils are expensive. You get what you paid for.
Well, and they sound amazing. So
they do have great audio. Honest, like I said, for ham radio, they are the go-to. But
I don't know how many I can put on my head here.
Well, here's the thing. What? Tell me why the 7s are better then. Why is people buying the 7s? I'm interested because I believe it's like
Oh, are they the best? I want the best.
What do they have a better feature on them?
No, I would say no. Well, but I've never tried the 7s. I can't. I'm not being, I can't be biased or
the feature I
unbiased.
like, the feature I like most about the 7s is the phase switch. But like you just said, you can add those to yours.
No, the 6 have them.
Okay.
The 6 have them, but this is an easy mod. The phase shift is an easy mod. I've seen people who actually wire both of them. No, you just do one because you need one to phase the shift. Yep. So I've wired these for phase shift by myself.
So,
but the 6 do have phase shift. They're exactly the 7 do have is a balance on the side where you can balance the audio from one side to the other.
Well, I guess another useful thing that my Hiles have, the Pro sets anyway, is the plug where you can plug in another headset. So if you have a logger, working with you, they can just chain right off and hear your audio.
Okay. Have you ever heard of this? It's like 50 cents.
A little splitter. Yeah, I got a couple.
They actually also make them. They actually also make them like.
Hold on, I gotta put this one the other way here.
They actually make them like this on a wire, so if you don't want to, you know. You still hear me because I unplugged something.
Yeah, I hear
you. So it's like.
There.
Really? Yeah, I think it's better to put a splitter on the radio than have another extra cord coming out of your own headset. But I'd say if you're going to buy them, go for the Pro 6s. The Pro 7s are. That's my opinion, but I've never tried the Pro 7s. I want to put that out there.
Well, I mean, you're saving $100 going with the Pro 6s. So
that's true.
They're not. One thing is the Pro 7s are over ear. They completely shut you down. So if you want that noise reduction from over ear muffling, then the only choice is the Pro 7s. The Pro 6s are not. They're not. They're just. They sit there. They're not gonna enclose your ear. So that's the thing. But they, like I said, your head will hurt.
My head hurts right now
from this whole conversation, I'm sure.
So Dan, you've got the 7s. How long can you wear them before they get too hot and
like maybe 10 minutes?
Okay.
I mean, honestly,
that bad, huh?
Yeah, because I can't stand sweat on my ears. That's why I use the in-ear monitors. I mean, they seal off everything on the outside.
That's but Dan, you could change the earmuffs to something more breathable.
You could, but it's still something that
it's the pressure. Yeah, the whole thing.
It encompasses my ears and puts the pressure on my head. That's why I like my in-ear monitors a lot better. So.
Yeah. But I do like because I've always used Vox, and now I've been switching. The past week, I've changed to a foot pedal.
I can't use Vox because I'll say so much stupid stuff on the air.
Oh, I've learned to moderate. Oh yeah, I've learned to moderate my shenanigans on the air. But the foot pedal or hand thingy-majiggy. But hand sucks. Hand sucks because you're typing with something in your hand. The whole trigger from Heil, no. But a foot pedal or Vox, yes. Although one thing about the Vox is that delay kills me. Yeah. But it hinders the typing, James. That's my opinion. So foot switch, I've started using it for the past week to get used to it. I've used it in the past, and you forget to moderate on Vox. Sometimes, because like Dan said, stuff comes out.
Yeah. But if I use Vox, a lot of activators, not talking about the activator, but they'd be hearing me talk about hunters. I'd be saying some stupid stuff.
Yeah, but it happens with your foot too, because I'll get it out there.
Yeah, that's true.
I just typed Dan's call in the chat just to see what it was like to type with it in my hand. It wouldn't bother me.
It wouldn't bother you. Are you a one finger man?
Yes, sir.
Then there you go. They wouldn't bother you at all.
He's a pecker.
It's a
Yeah.
pecker.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I personally, Pro 6s or the SB40s. Let me look that up. There's people swear by the SB40s and they're cheap.
But yeah, I'm with Dan. I'm with Dan on the Vox. Like,
Yeah.
I would lose a lot of my following if I had Vox.
Yeah.
Which some of them I wouldn't mind losing because it's really just the people that are acting like kindergartners in my pile up that I'm sitting there cussing in between the thing at them and asking them how stupid they are and stuff like that, and then I work them and get them out of my way. But yeah, it definitely wouldn't be. You have no idea how much editing I do on YouTube.
Dan, let me see if I can.
Is the SB40? The SB40
present share screen. There you go. Share screen.
Their costs, right?
Yeah, their costs. But yeah, let me see this. Okay, there we go.
Oh, I see.
If a lot of people will swear by these.
Somebody else
will swear by these.
Somebody else told me they were really good. $45.
Yeah.
They're like $45 or 41. Yeah, $45 because this is euros. You still need a plug to adapt to your radio for sure. But $45. You mean you don't like them? It's $45.
Oh, if you get them on Amazon, like there too, to send them back.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go. And I've heard a lot of people that swear by these. They're cheap. You lose them, you're not going to cry. If you leave them at a park, you're not going to cry your head off. It's not going to hurt as much. You won't need no chapstick.
You know what? I think I'm going to order a pair of these and try them out. And if I don't like them, I'll just make them my streaming headset because my streaming headset's falling apart anyway.
There you go. There you go. And like I said, people swear by these.
I'd like to get them on sale for $17.99.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Yeah, somebody else told me they were awesome. I already have the adapter for my radio.
Oh, then there you go.
And I've already
give them a whirl. Give them a whirl and give us a review.
I've already got the hand switch. PP Man actually made me that hand switch.
Yeah. Give us the King's review.
And I have tried the hand switch out before because I used these actual, but everybody said my audio sucked with these. So
some of those hand switches look like you're trying to set off a claymore too. It's like
I have no idea. We will check it out one night. We'll run the adult diaper net or something, and we'll fix my audio. Yeah.
Now, a lot of things do come down to especially with the DX10 and the Yaesu. They do have parametric settings that you need to go in there and mic gain and set it up. And the good thing about Hiles is on their website, they do tell you, listen, for the ProSet 6, this is how you need to set up your radio, and you sound amazing. And other manufacturers won't do that, so you need to go in there and figure it out for yourself. Did I set up my radio for the ProSet 6? No. I use the same settings as this. It's all dynamic microphones.
Yeah.
Does it work? Does it not? I don't know. I think it's one of those things.
Now can I set a profile on my radio for my mic and then set another profile for No?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Canada Flex.
Steven, you're gonna have to put a lot more hats on Dan Ted.
I might just tilt my camera up if he does any more here.
He says I need a flex.
You imagine James toting a flex to the park.
Well, now here's the thing. This is the thing. I would tow the Flex to a park.
Yeah.
Because what I would do is I would leave the Flex in the vehicle hooked up.
Yeah.
And I would remote in from somewhere else in the park.
That's
I'd
right.
go off and go on a hike or something like, this is a cool spot, and I'd set me up a hammock and I'd remote in and do an activation.
That's
because
right.
me and all my gear is in the park.
That's correct. You couldn't do that for a summit though.
No, I couldn't do it for a summit.
Yeah.
Kurt does make a sense. You could back up your whole
hold
settings for your radio with your original mic, set it up for the Pro Set 6, and if you don't like it, just restore your backup from your SD card.
I gotta tilt my. I might have to zoom my camera out here. Hold on, guys. This is ridiculous. This is my last hat that I have with me anyway. Configure video. All right, hold on. I got to zoom out. All right, now we got more room. Which way does this one need to go? This is my hook hat. Fishing net. This one needs to go this way. All right. Jesus. All right, we're good.
It still doesn't work for me because I can still read ICOM.
Oh shit! Should I put the Yaesu on the bottom? Oh wait.
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
I gotta make it so you can still see Yaesu over here. All right, there we go.
Better.
All right. I feel like those people that carry a lot of stuff on their head, like baskets of fruit.
Well, Stephen, if nothing else, you have entertained us all this evening, that's for sure. And thank you very much for all the super chats. Stephen, I'm just helping you try to regain your second place spot back. I'm just trying to help you out, bud.
All right, Michael, I'm close. I got the ICOM chapstick, but not the lipstick. It's unopened, so I don't even know what flavor it is yet.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It says ICOM. I don't care what else it says on there. It's lipstick.
It might be. It might be cherry red chapstick.
Yes. For those times you need to tear in my beer.
That's right.
Dan kissed a Bud Light and he liked it.
With my ICOM chapstick. Oh my Lord.
It tastes of bad choices. You bought the wrong radio.
That's great. And if anybody is late to the chat and hasn't seen it yet, the ICOM hand sanitizer.
To get those cooties out of buying a new radio from ICOM.
Just in case you touch a Yaesu, you can wash it off.
No, it's the other way around.
Oh, so the Yaesu users use the ICOM's hand sanitizer.
If they need to touch an ICOM for any reason.
I got you.
Like if they need to push it aside to set up a Yaesu radio, they need to sanitize their hands. Move aside. A real radio has shown up.
Let's see. The Magic Man Kurt says on his DX10 and the 891, he's always running VP Parametric EQ, which I am too on mine. If anybody is in our Discord, shameless plug, in my channel, if you search back for 891 settings or something like that, I have a full list of all of my audio settings for my 891. All the EQ cutoffs and everything else.
No, I don't use processor though. Anybody use processor?
Yeah, yep. I got it on about 5 or 6.
I'm pretty sure I got my processor on too.
Nope, don't use it. Don't need
it.
Gives
it a little punch.
I ain't hooked the power back up to the radio since I came back in.
I got 1,500 punches. Don't need no extra punches.
Anyway.
Yeah, Michael, I'll find him and throw a list back in there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could save my settings to the SD card and then just put a new SD card in there.
There you go.
Yeah.
The headset.
Yeah, that's what Kurt was saying, which is a great solution. But it's like, um,
But I feel like when I saved my settings, it didn't save some of my audio settings before. Didn't I have that issue, Dan?
I think you did, and that's why I commented that. That's why I commented that when you save the settings on my 7610 an icon,
I think I had that
You
issue.
can-
I'm not 100% sure.
you can when you reload them, it actually reloads every single setting. I don't think Yazoo hits every setting on a save.
you have
a
menus,
vast majority
you
of them.
have memories. You can save either or. At least on my TX 101, I think
Yeah.
it does have that ability. I've never had to save them. Well, except when I did firmware update, I saved it just in case.
I save mine, and so I mean, it's rare that I have to make a change now because everything's set up. Well, I mean, once you get it set up, it's done. But I got all mine saved on the computer just in case my SD card dies.
Because you have an ICOM.
Correct. Or I run a crappy SD card one. I can just take those files from my computer, put them on a new SD card, slap it in a radio, and be good to go. So my voice recordings are in there and everything else.
Yeah, because we all know you don't like to talk on the radio.
I don't. As funny as that is, yeah. I can hunt the whole day and never key up my mic.
So do you have separate 5.9 settings for normal people and then for me?
Yeah. I don't use it on you because I always say something crazy. Well, I mean, for the most part.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
No, I mean for CW.
Yeah. You're in memory slot 4. Yeah, right there in memory slot 4.
So most people's 5 in Georgia 73.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
your wolf is in memory 4. Yeah.
Yeah, because I knew you wasn't sending that shit that fast.
Sometimes I do. Well, that's only. I think the fastest I hit you was like 35. I can send 35. I can't receive 35. I can't receive 20.
I've always said that I'm an odd creature. And, when I first started doing CW, I could send faster than I could receive. But now I can receive faster than I can send.
I wish I was like that.
Time to get a keyer.
Soon, though. Soon.
Dude, I've got great keyer.
2024 is coming.
I did go on AliExpress and I bought a CW keyer. It's supposed to be a Win keyer emulator, sort of shenanigans.
Oh, you mean
because I want to be able to, from my log, just type in something. If somebody asks me something and I just type it in and it'll send it instead of having to program it into the radio or something like that. It's good for contesting. And if you run like your log, and some logs will do that, where you just put in the call sign and hit a special key, and it'll straight up go the call sign you just put in 5NN cures it.
And 1MM does that very well.
Exactly. And you need a CW keyer for that, and that's what I ordered to do that.
Or a flex. The same.
Dan, you ain't got no more hats. Stop it.
I don't.
Stop mentioning the flex. Next Sunday, you're going to need to have more hats, some bras, and some
a tutu.
And a tutu.
Tutu is going to be $100 donation.
We're gonna get that flex.
That's right. That's gonna be great.
For $500, Dan gonna wear a tutu and a bra and do a hula dance.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh, see there. Some people drink pickle beer. We just have a good time.
That's right. Shenanigans.
Oh, fun stuff. Oh man, we're already coming up on the top of the hour too.
I've used almost 20 amp hours so far in my new battery.
20 amps of your doo-doo?
Of the doo-doo.
Your doo-doo is doing its doo-doo thing.
That's right. I figured the good test is to hook this freaking honking ICOM up to it because it pulls like 2.5 amps an hour just sitting idle.
Okay. It's that screen. And
Yeah.
it's keeping it's just
Well,
it's keeping the SD card warm.
Actually, right now the screen is off. It's at it's pulling 2.3 amps. Now let me turn the screen on.
I'm your Huckleberry.
Screen on, it goes to 2.48. So it goes up a little bit. It's the dual receivers. I mean, even if you shut one VFO off, it's still there.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start wrapping this up because I know Frank or Charlie's got a video. Mike, what you got coming up, bud?
Well, I'm still working on getting my my worked all states in CW. I'm currently just missing Hawaii and Idaho, but I've worked 2 stations from Hawaii on CW. So I'm just hoping they drop their logbook of the world so I can confirm those. So I'm definitely missing Idaho. That was one of my goals till the end of the year, was to get my worked all states on CW so I can get my triple play because I got it on SSB and digital. So I'm going to be working all week on that and the Bailey Sprout, of course.
One.
Cool deal, kill deal. Dan, what are you gonna do besides wear some hats?
I think I'm gonna wear some more hats, and it's really
He's
good
going to go out and buy some hats.
This is good for a neck workout, actually. I think I'm gonna. I don't know. Are you going out? I'll hunt you a little bit. I'll make sure to put on my chapstick so I'm all refreshed and ready.
I'm definitely going out because I've only activated once today so far, so I feel slack. But it wasn't that no, and a lot of people got a new part today, so sometimes you got to do that when you got to travel to get to them and stream the same day. But that's it. I'm going to go activate. Tomorrow I'm going to activate. Tuesday I'm going to activate. Wednesday I'm going to activate and have a stream. Thursday I'm going to activate and put out a very important video. Life-changing video comes out Thursday for me. So other than that, thank you guys very much for the super chats, and I will actually be in Chillpad after my activation tonight. I've been hanging out there a lot with the Patreons, so if you want to hang out later, I'll definitely be in Chillpad. And if you're not a Patreon and want to hang out in Chillpad, head over to Patreon, get you a free 7-day trial, and didn't hit Dan up since I'm going out to activate so he can get you your benefits on Discord, and you can come hang out with us later too.
I'd like to leave you with one final thought.
One final thought.
You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still going to be an icon.
Shenanigans! 73, everybody.
See ya.